What's up, Gemini? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. My name is Dan. I'm here to do your love life checkup. Now, anybody who's been here before, you guys know that I changed the name because it's clearly just bi-weekly was not accurate, so I'm not even going to try and pretend anymore, okay? It's now your love life checkup. That's what we're going with, all right? So, anybody who's new to my channel, welcome. What's up, guys? Glad to have you. Anybody who's coming back, welcome back. Nice to see you guys. So anything you possibly need to know about this readings, all down below in the description. Inquiries on personal readings, who this pertains to, looking up your natal chart, or any social media you possibly want to follow, all down below in the description. So feel free to check that out. If you guys like this video, feel free to like it. Also subscribe if you'd like. And also what I'm going to do a little bit differently is I started using oracle cards, and I kind of fucks with them heavy. So we're going to be using oracles, and I'm also going to be clarifying with the second deck anything that I don't understand. All right? Gems, what's going on? What? Okay. You don't want to walk away. You do want to walk away. You're not walking away. Okay. I'm a little lost here. We're only a minute and 30 seconds in. So, all right. Spirit, clarify this Two of Cups. Ooh. Jumper that reveals itself in the correct orientation, please, Spirit. Okay, that's too many cats. Also, yeah, for clarifiers, guys, it might take a little while, but I shuffle until the card flips itself over. Gave up on. Okay. Okay, well, that's kind of obvious. Didn't really need. Excuse me, dying. Is there a third party? Just gonna throw that out there now. Cause you got 2 3s right on top of each other. You got a third party? What are you doing, bro? Where somebody got you in a third party? Alright, clarify this Hangman in the reverse, please. Did not flip over. Clarify this Hangman in the reverse. You're going back in. Told you guys this could take a little while. Sorry. So, oh, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Spirit. Give me some oracle cards, please. Gemini in your love life and whatever situation this is about. Oop. Calm. There's one. One more. Oh, not that one. There, give me one more oracle card, please. That's a new one. Told you guys I'm dying, so I apologize. Spirit, give me one oracle card. Yeah, they're up right. Okay. Just one. Yeah. Not like that, please. Okay. You do want that. Okay, got it. I'm literally sitting here shuffling and like something in my head was like, mix it with the other deck, mix it with the other deck. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait first because there's green border and black border. The second I mix it with the green or with the black border, green card comes out. Don't ignore your intuition, kids. Give me one more. Okay, so Gemini, what the fuck do you have going on? The undertone of the entire read is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Something you are not walking away from. Someone you are not walking away from, okay? So, in your current position, goddamn, I want to clarify that too. You have the Emperor, and it talks about like standing in your power, standing up for yourself. It could also talk about authority, or an authority figure. Okay, no. So this is talking about the hell, I've been doing good all day. As soon as I start reading. Some of you got coughing issues? You passing it on to me? Stop it. I don't appreciate it. All right, so the Emperor clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. You're basically standing in your own power of, I know who I am, I'm self-sufficient, I don't need anybody else, I'm good where I am. Like, when I see the Emperor card in like this sense, it's like, I know who the fuck I am, I'm a fucking Emperor, you're not gonna tell me what to do, I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's how I take it, right? What you're challenged by is the Two of Cups. Now, it confused me because your like goal here is the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card, okay? I'm sitting there like, okay, you know, your challenge is what? To get over a relationship? What? If your goal here, let me backtrack. So with the Two of Cups being your challenge, that talks about like a strong soulmate connection, a partnership, coming together with somebody. That's clarified with the Five of Wands in the reverse. To me, what I basically heard from that is what I gave up on or who I gave up on, okay? So, like I said, Two of Cups, strong soulmate connection, partnership, coming together. Five of Wands is a card of conflict, of fighting, right? Now, in the reverse, it's like stopping the fighting, putting the fighting to an end. So, like, I took that as like a connection that I stopped fighting for, right? Or you stopped fighting for it, right? So, in the past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about pouring your energy in, trying to reap the benefits of like working on something. Okay, one thing I gotta say, realize energies can go vice versa, but I'm looking at this card, and in traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a guy like taking care of a plant, watching it grow. In this deck, because it's a different deck, he actually has two like gargoyle looking things in the background pouring blood on it. It's a vampire deck, so you know, vibe with it. So basically, like, to me that kind of is saying like something that you were getting energy poured into you and you were kind of just like reaping the rewards, because like as you see, like he's sitting there like ha ha ha, like yeah, I like this, keep it going, like, right? So maybe it's something that you gave up on or someone gave up on you, and it's like you were getting all this energy in the past, like poured into it and this and that, and now you're trying to stand up for yourself like, nope, I'm independent, I know who I am, I'm an emperor, like fuck you, I can do what I want. But there's something about this connection that is still hindering you because it wouldn't be coming up as a challenge otherwise, okay? Like I said, your goal here is the Three of Swords, which talks about heartbreak. It talks about painful like endings. So basically I always take the Three of Swords as like, you want something to end. You want to not like maliciously hurt someone's feelings, but you want to no longer like be with someone, right? Clarified with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This is why I asked about the third party situation. Talks about not working with somebody. Excuse me. So, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Burping, fucking coughing. Gemini, what you doing? Fucking me up. So Three of Swords, clarified with Three of Pentacles. Heavily feel like somebody or a couple of you have a third party situation, whether you know or not. I want to do a little dig in there. Or maybe it's, you know, that there's a third party situation and you're kind of vibing with somebody and you're like, no, I don't want you, so I need to cut that out, so it's no longer a thing, so we're not working together anymore. So like your goal is to really like give up on one connection type thing. But like what I'll get from like the whole spread that I've read so far is pretty much like you're kind of being independent and doing your own thing, but there's still a connection that's like hindering you, and you want to cut it off because you know it's not working. You're just like, nope, I want this to be done. Like I want it to be over with. Like I just want it to end. I want heartbreak, right? Now, the driving force here, which at the bottom here, is temperance in the reverse. One thing I always want to say, wow, it got heavy. One thing I always want to say with this driving force card, when it's in the reverse, it's not always something that's conscious to the person, AKA you, okay? When it's upright and I read it and I like say the meaning, most people are like, oh yeah, that's true. And when it's in the reverse and I like say the meaning, people are like, oh no, definitely not, blah, blah, blah. Sit there and really think about it. Okay, do me a favor, before you like be like, oh no, this isn't, sit there and really think about it. Because usually it's something that like you're not really fully aware that you're doing or that it's a driving factor. But when you really get down to the brass tacks, that's what it is. So temperance in the reverse talks about a lack of healing. It talks about being out of flow state. It talks about being unbalanced, okay? So this whole situation could really, the reason you're wanting to put an end to it is because you're very thrown off by it. You're very uncomfortable, very out of balance. You're out of flow state. Flow state to me is like when you're not resisting anything, you're not trying to push anything, you're not trying to go against anything, you're just kind of living your life, taking it as it comes, living happily, right? Temperance in the reverse is like going against flow state, where you're on a river, the river's going that way, and you're sitting there with one paddle trying to go this way, and it's not working, right? So it's like you want this to end because it's throwing you all out of whack, and you're not healing because of it, right? It's clarified by the Four of Wands. To me, that's basically a double clarifier. Like, this is your stability that is driving you. It's your state, your stability state right now. That's not how you word that. It's basically like the state of how your stability is right now, AKA unstable. Okay, I can't think of a better way to word it, so just kind of like roll with it. So now, in the near future, you have the Lovers in the reverse. Talks about a disconnection with somebody, still a strong soulmate, because it is the Lovers, but it talks about disconnecting from somebody and basically shying away, okay? Your hope here, you have the Ace of Wands, which talks about new beginnings, talks about starting fresh, starting over, okay? I really don't feel like your hope is to start over with this connection. I feel like your hope is just start over in general and just have a new beginning elsewhere, right? Sorry, I said hope. This is your internal influence, like kind of like your internal driving factor, like what your mental like status is. So basically what I just said, you were like, no, I want to start over somewhere. I want to go somewhere else. Like I want a new fresh start. Like that's what your internal influence is. God, what the hell, Gemini? Stop it. I literally haven't eaten or drank in like 3 hours. So, thanks guys. Now your external influence, which this could be the person you're dealing with, the people you're dealing with, or just the energy around you, okay? This is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is like a mental prison. So, I feel like this is just like the energy around you where you constantly, you think you're doing good and like, you're not worrying about this person, that all of a sudden like, it just smacks you and like you're stuck and you're like, I thought I got past this. What the fuck? Why does it just keep coming up? You see something that reminds you, or somebody says something that reminds you of them, or you hear a song that reminds you of them, and you're just like, come on, man, like, why am I still here, right? Like, for some of you, it could be this other person, like they feel trapped to the situation as well. I strongly feel for a lot of you, it's just the energy around you that it's like constantly being reminded, so you're constantly feeling trapped to it still, and that's why it's still a challenge for you, right? So now, your hope, this is the actual hope position, is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about just carrying your burdens and moving on. Now, 10 is a completion to a cycle, which automatically, when you complete one cycle, automatically you start another cycle. And you actually go to the Ace of Wands, which is great because that's the one. But with the Ten of Wands, it's pretty much you just want to like carry the load. You're just hoping to just like carry the load of this and just be like, all right, you know what, I'm moving on. Like I'm going elsewhere. Like, huh. And actually, it's funny that I just go, huh, because in this deck, with the wands, you can see the guy, the vampire. Shouldn't say guy. And he's kind of standing there like this. And there's another reading that I did where to me it struck me kind of as just like, ha, I see all these wands in front of me, but like, ha, I can just, I don't care about them. Like that type of thing. Right? So like that's your hope. Just like, get away from it. I'm over it. Like let's just be done with it. That type of thing, right? But this is the contradiction. Your fear is this ending. Okay, ooh. Clarify death card, please, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, you fear this ending. Okay. I'm still going to say it. There was another message. The other message, death talks about endings. It talks about transformation. The other message I got was you fear transforming, like changing who you are. I don't know what capacity that means. That's why I was trying to clarify. But it's some sense of fearing changing who you are or transforming who you are. Whether for good or bad, I don't know, and I really don't know the capacity. I clarified it. What came out was the Six of Swords, which is a card of moving on. So you fear this ending. Like as much as like you want it to be over, and as much as you're doing your own thing, and you want to just have a new beginning, you fear it ending. Okay? And I get that. That's a very like understandable thing. Like I've been there. I know friends that have been there. Like you're like, oh, like I need to move on to this toxic. But you're like, but I don't want to walk away. Like it's one of those things, right? It's tough, but you gotta, you know. I gotta clarify this fucking other card here. Please. Ooh, where are you? There you are. Okay. Gotta do it again because there's too much contradiction there. Okay, got it. Okay, if I get. Too much stretching. I am not a flexible person. So, all right. Your outcome card, you have the Hanged Man in the reverse. The Hanged Man, it's clarified by the star. The Hanged Man is a card of really being stuck in place and looking at things from a different perspective. In the reverse, it's like coming out of stagnation and moving in a new direction, right? Clarified by the star in the reverse, as soon as it came out, it was just like, I give up, I have no hope in this, I'm moving on. Okay, because the Hangman in the reverse is a card of moving. It's coming out of stagnation. The star in the reverse is like a lack of hope, a lack of faith in a situation. So it's like, yeah, I don't have any hope in this, I'm just gonna go. Which, yeah, probably should. Disconnect, cut the cord, finito, toodaloo, okay? Now your advice here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is what I just clarified twice. Knight of Pentacles talks about taking stable, tangible, logical steps forward, okay? He is the slowest moving knight because he like analyzes every step he takes so that way he knows it's the right one, right? Now I clarified because I wasn't sure if it was, okay, take steps towards this person or take steps away from this person. Then you got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a card of change, but it's also a card of communication and fast communication. Like, so what is it saying? Like, hurry up and communicate? No, okay? Because Knight of Pentacles is also a messenger card. So I had to clarify that again. Clarified by the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of planning, okay? Of planning for your future. And it's also a card of decisions. But one thing I always notice, look at the wand in the back. He's not holding that one, okay? He left it behind him. He's got the world in the other hand and a wand in the other hand. He's basically like, I can do anything. I can go anywhere. I'm going to plan for my future and have a great future, right? So that's your advice here, is to move forward, change, do something different, but plan for a different future. Plan on who it is you really want in your life. And I was literally just, that's so funny. When I went like this, I saw it. I was gonna say, plan who you want in your life and try to manifest the perfect person for you. And also, at the same time, in order to do that, you gotta become the perfect you, right? So do that. Plan for your future, work on your future, take steps towards your future. Knight of Pentacles is also a pentacle, which talks about like materialistic things like jobs, finances, working towards that, walking towards those goals. So this could just be saying like, change your focus. Focus on more what you want to do with your life, where you want to go, okay? And when I pointed this out, Page of Pentacles is, again, Pentacles, material. It talks about manifesting new things, right? So aim in that direction. Now, your oracle cards here, excuse me, and it's so funny that these are near each other. You have emotional withdrawal. You need to withdraw your emotions from the situation and view it logically and look at it and be like, okay, this hasn't been working. I'm still stuck here. It's not getting me anywhere. I need to move forward, okay? Like I said, Knight of Pentacles analyzes every step he takes because he doesn't want to make a mistake and he wants to make sure every step he takes is smart, calculated, and precise, okay? So withdraw your emotions from this. Although it's tough, you have to look at it from a different perspective. You also have Rest and Rejuvenation and The Thinking Woman. Those cards I'm going to read from the book because I don't know what the fuck they mean. Well, Rest and Rejuvenation, I think you really just need to take some time to step back and, again, analyze things differently. You need to stop like worrying about this. Stop. If you have been trying to pour energy into this, you need to stop. You need to focus really on your own goals and just take a step back and really meditate on it. And actually the picture on Rest and Rejuvenation is of meditation. So take some time, step back, rest, rejuvenate, meditate on the situation, okay? On what it is you truly want, I should say. All right, let's see. Table of contents, where are you at, bruh? Okay. 60. Rest and rejuvenation, relaxation, and meditation. This card shows a man in meditation and tranquil state. The message here is, y'all gonna hear how much I suck at reading. Anyway, the message here is that it's time to take time to relax. You may have been busy lately, but you should soon be finding more time to just let go. When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card upright indicates that there should be more leisure time for you now and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. Now is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is far more productive than unceasing action. Oh, that means stop moving, stop action. Got it, unceasing. Thanks, guys. I know. You don't gotta tell me, I know. So, like I said, take time, step back, rejuvenate, connect with spirit, connect to your higher self, and really analyze what to do on the situation. You need to really get away from this to see it from a new perspective, so that way you can move on more harmoniously. You know what I mean? So, oh, the other card. This is the one that fucks me up. I don't know what the fuck it means. The Thinking Woman. Okay? The Thinking Woman, 149. The Thinking Woman, female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the Thinking Man, the card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. What's up, bro? Roommate just got home, so yeah. I need to take a photo. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, my roommate came home and he had to talk to me about something, and he's sitting right here, so he's gonna be quiet. Anyway, getting back to that, the affirmation for the thinking woman: I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused, and clear. To me, this basically goes right back to what I said about taking some time for yourself to really think things through and focus on what really matters, okay? You need to get some time to yourself away from this situation to relax yourself and relax your mind, okay? Your last card here is authority. Authority is this one. I hate you. He's opening a box. Authority. This card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. What did I say about taking logic instead of using your emotions? Think about this. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included are good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions. Also what I said. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in business or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority cards so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace rather than one of foolishness, belligerence, greed, or self-centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield power and authority is now being tested. Traditional tarot archetype, the Emperor. So, one thing that I just realized, this whole love reading, it doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, it could just be love in general. So, shut up. With the authority here and the Emperor card being your current situation, this could have to do with a father figure or just an authority figure who is kind of like stepping in and trying to like uproot something or trying to fuck something up. That's just a little side note for some of you. But back to my original message, realize that, like I said, use your logic and problem solving skills to really like handle this rationally and logically versus emotionally. You know, when you handle this emotionally, that's when you end up screwing things up for yourself, for this person, for the situation. Okay, you have to take a step back, rest, rejuvenate, and the thinking woman, take time to think and analyze and emotionally withdraw. Okay, think about this logically. And it's so funny that I'm looking at this other deck and all I see is the Angel of Balance. Okay? Angel of Balance. Take time to balance yourself. Because like I said, with Temperance in the reverse, you're unbalanced. This whole situation is throwing you off, and that's why you're trying to fix things right now, or you should fix things right now, because you're so thrown off. You need to find that balance within. Okay? So, Gemini, this has been your reading. I'm sorry for the short interruption, but I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know down in the comments. Hit the like button. If it didn't, feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus signs, unless Gemini is your moon, rising, or Venus sign. But anyway, check out any other of your videos. And like I said, if you guys want a personal reading, down below in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love you. Thank you for all the support.